Okay, everybody. So, welcome back. This is Ian from Mindful Marketplace. It is the 13th of October, 2022. I should know that it's my mom's birthday. So, that I'm usually wrong with my dates. Today is definitely correct. All right. So, um, here is a quick follow up to the video I did yesterday. This is the absolute easiest way, I believe, and I mean this completely sincerely, for those of you who really want to start from scratch and build a significant, I would even argue, pretty easy six-figure business using CARRD and using this idea of selling testimonials or customer selling audience evangelism. So essentially, what you're doing is, as again, this is the video that I did yesterday, or the landing page that I created for this video that I shared yesterday. Essentially, you can go to realtors and doctors, or financial advisors, CPAs, restaurants, designers, architects. You could do this locally. You could do this in a niche like we're doing for authors. Obviously, is an ideal niche if you're selling a book. What better way of selling more books than having a shit ton of folks who are talking about how much they loved your book, or your pizza, or your real estate, or acumen, or your architecture, or your financial advice, or your life coaching, or whatever it is. And again, these are all embedded testimonials that are simply added to a CARRD landing page that you could sell again to a real estate agent, let's say, to use a simple example. What better way to get a new if you just sold a house, what better way to get a new client or a new home to represent than having the person whose house you just sold on your landing page talking about how good of an experience they had with your home selling process. So, anyway, all that being said, I did this whole spiel yesterday, and a lot of folks actually commented in our private community about my recommendation for the best testimonial software. A bunch of people left comments on YouTube, on our various channels, or my various channels, asking for the video or the recommendation for the testimonial software that I was using in this video. And so what I did was I made a board within our community. So you can actually, if you're a part of our community, you can actually see all these different companies that you can select from. So some of these are better for other entrepreneurs in our group than others. For example, this is a French service that does video testimonials. Here is something that is called Shout Out. Here are there are just I printed out, or I didn't print out. I created a PDF that you can download in our community now, so you can see all the different recommendations I have, in addition to which use cases I think they're best for. There's capsule, there's testimonial, there's shout out, there's open testimonials, there's wall of love, there's friendly mood. There's just a ton of different options. Some of these are predicated on different tools and tech. For an example, you may be selling something on Product Hunt, and there's a tool in here that's specifically for Product Hunt products. There are products on here that use Airtable, or at least one that uses Airtable and then embeds on let's say WordPress or whatever, and you can just choose the one that fits your budget. Some are more expensive, some are free, some are designed for agencies, some are designed for individual entrepreneurs like a coach or a author. Some are designed for all. For example, the one I did yesterday, the video that I did on testimonial, that particular tool. What I like about that is you can import reviews from external sources for your clients. So, for an example, you can simply go to a realtor, or a life coach, or a restaurant, or a CPA, or a financial advisor, and essentially import all of their Yelp reviews in one fell swoop, giving you this kick-ass landing page that is, really almost automated in a sense. I mean, you're not really doing much heavy lifting. Then you're offering them this CARRD style landing page like this, right? You don't have to do this on CARRD. You can do this on WordPress. You can do this on Ghost. You can do this on really any platform that you choose. The key is you just need to be able to embed the script into the page, and CARRD makes that very easy, as do things like WordPress and Ghost and Shopify, Squarespace, whatever it may be. And it's just really that easy. So if you can take all the Yelp reviews for a pizza place or a sushi restaurant or a life coach or a psychic or whatever it is and import them into this kick-ass landing page that gives, all of their clients, it turns their whole universe of clients into evangelists for their business and brand. How hard do you think that's going to be to sell as a service? It's going to be super duper simple. There's literally almost no competition, and there's an functionally infinite amount of potential clients that would obviously intuitively understand they would benefit from this style service, right? I mean, if you told me if I'm selling books that you're going to aggregate all of my, um, you know, uh, book reviews, the ones that I want anyway, onto a landing page that I'm going to use to sell books to new people who are interested in my writing. Clearly, that's going to help me sell more books. And if I can have video reviews and tweets and Yelp reviews and this sort of hybrid environment of aggregated things that people are saying that are really positive about me, my work, my courses, my videos, whatever it may be, my books, and that in the case I just mentioned a moment ago, clearly that benefits, it behooves me to actually do that to hire somebody if I can't do that myself. I mean, it's has obvious empirical value. It doesn't really take a lot of selling. And all you need to do this successfully is pick a niche or pick a locality, pick an area. If you're building a directory on WordPress, like I know many folks in my audience have done, or marketplaces, it's just a great way of having a back end offer that you can sell people. Or if you're just selling web design, if you're selling CARRD landing pages, it doesn't really matter. I mean, this is something that has a universal appeal and application, and is something that I think would be really, really fun for those of you who are looking for something to really sink your teeth into and get started doing, offering a ethical, valuable service that people will really like. I mean, there's an old saying in the marketing sort of field: let them say it for you. I mean, it's much easier if you have some degree of humility and some degree of tact and some degree of dignity to have people who you've done really good work for sell your services for you, rather than being the schmo who's out there in the world telling everyone how great you are, which for those of us who are uncomfortable doing that, is uncomfortable. But it's not uncomfortable for me to share other people saying nice things about my work, my writing, my courses, my whatever it may be. It's much more, it feels good to me to do that, whereas it doesn't feel so good to say it about myself. So I think most humans share that intuition, and I think getting people who want to, have all of their, positive, um, all the good work that they've done celebrated and recognized on a great looking landing page. And again, you can do this by embedding this on people's existing sites. I mean, if you look at these different services I have curated here, some of these have scripts that you can embed. Some don't. Some have their own dedicated landing pages. Some have both, where you can use the landing page they offer in conjunction with adding the script to an external site like WordPress or Wix or whatever it may be, or an HTML page. It doesn't matter. A CARRD page, obviously, we covered already. It's just all very, very easy. It's high value, and it's fun. You just have to be willing to email folks and introduce yourself and make an offer. And the offer can simply be, what I do is I help turn audiences into evangelists for your brand, for your business, and for your bank account, right? I mean, you can simply come up with something hokey or cheesy like I just did there and put that in your email, and then request, have a demo and request a call, or request, someone check out your work. And I know some people don't like getting on the phone with folks to make pitches like this, but it just matters what you're comfortable with. You can do this. It's an easy business to build, and there's no better time than right now to actually start building it. If you're in our community and you want to download the PDF, you have it here with all of my recommendations. If you're also in the community, you'll have access to the board where you can comment if you want, and ask questions, and I'm happy to answer them. And that's pretty much it. So that's my recommendation. And if you have any questions, as always, feel free to ask. If you'd like to work with me, I will work with a small group of folks towards the end of October. Who really want to build this sort of business together in about 30 days. And I'll mentor you one-on-one in our private LMS, where you will actually get all the steps and all the support you need to succeed. And that's, pretty much a guarantee. Teach what you know, do what you love, wake up the world with your work. Thank you so much, as always, for watching, and have a wonderful day.